Woof. Hello. J-Train 2020. Still on vacation. This is just an early video because I was told that there is something better than Krispy Kreme donuts, known as pink box donuts. These guys, right here. See them? Yeah. These guys. Pink box donuts. I am milk, Metal Gold Dairy Pure, 2%. So apparently they are so good, you will lick the box. Now, first things first, we gotta go over a couple things. They are supposed to be rival Krispy Kreme. So far, my impressions are not good. The actual establishment they have a really crappy foundation, concrete floors, extremely small little setup area with basically just a cash register and a little tiny display of the donuts they offer. They had no donut of the month that's supposed to be there until the end of the month, which there's still at least about a week before the end of June into July, so there's no excuse for that in my book. Now, besides that piece, the workers were nice, the service was fast enough. The price is about the same as the Krispy Kreme donut. I believe our total was $11.98 after tax. The regular Krispy Kreme set of donuts, I believe, for a box of 12 is about $12.49, I believe. Unfortunately, we only got 6 donuts. So, immediately right off the bat, I find them more like Dunkin' than I do like Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sorry, more like Voodoo donuts. I'm from Colorado originally. I'm visiting Las Vegas to visit family in Nevada. That's where Pink Box is big, apparently. But I find it a lot more similar to Voodoo donuts than I do seem similar to Krispy Kreme. Their mascot is literally the poop emoji, but pink. It is one of the worst mascots I've ever seen. At that point, I'm surprised they didn't bother using Kirby or... I mean, I know copyright, but you get the point. Kirby or, any other pink fluff out there, like Jigglypuff or Clayfair. I mean, there's plenty of things that are pink that are adorable that you could easily use. That would probably bring in a bigger fan base. They could claim to something different, probably. But they were that lazy where they chose a pile of poop. Quite literally. On top of it, the donut quality does not look good. Whether we're talking in the display or the actual donuts that we are given. On top of it, there were so many donuts on the racks, just left out in the open, covered in crappy plastic, not even insulated from the bottom, just completely exposed to the elements in the middle of, air conditioning and heat, Las Vegas standards. Anyways, so let's just go ahead and take a quick look at how these look. Some of them actually look better now that they've been sitting out longer. But that twist donut looks pretty dried out, if you notice. That's supposed to be a Golden Knights donut. It looks pretty tasty. It has supposedly recessed peanut butter glaze on top, on peanut butter standard, white chocolate chips, and of course it's a chocolate donut, excuse me. They have some weird stuff in there like cookies and other forms of pastries, including a giant pink poop emoji with eyes, like covered frosting thing. So we have a raspberry donut in here. We have a regular chocolate sprinkled and a regular glazed. From where we are, in Colorado, there are 3... Sorry about that, we have some helicopters passing by. We have 3 main, not that that's all there is, but the 3 main donut places that are highly known and renowned all around Colorado are Lamar's, Dunkin' Donuts, and Krispy Kreme. There are other donut shops such as Winchell's Donuts, which honestly, when I used to go to Dave & Buster's a lot, loved to go to Winchell's. It was kind of a tradition. But then I found Krispy Kreme, and it stole my heart. So, best way to put it, Krispy Kreme donuts are like air. They have a lot more oomph, a lot more crisp, automatic, amazing taste, but they're a lot more airy. Lamar's are more cake-based donuts, so they're a lot thicker, fuller, and puffier. And then we have Dunkin', and the best way to explain Dunkin' is filling. And I mean bloated feeling. Like, if you say that you only have a limited budget and you want something to taste sweet but that's gonna fill you up, that would be Dunkin's brand. But you don't always feel great after eating Dunkin' in most cases. It's kind of like a trip to McDonald's after you've had about 3 Big Macs. It really doesn't feel good. It gets the job done, but it don't feel good. Anyways, so let's just go ahead, open our milk. Milk and milk. Neutralize our palate. So that way no other acquired taste is in there for the time being. We're going to try the really dried out plain glazed. It's not bad, but not really good either. Gives your hands that Krispy Kreme look, a little bit of extra glaze. Is kind of soft, but it just does not give that impression that Krispy Kreme does, whether it's hot or cold, or even just in the middle. It's missing that kick. On top of it, it's not airy, but it's not cake puffy either. It has more of that Dunkin' quality to it, I'd say. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try the sprinkle one now. One side got a little smushed, so I'm not gonna try that side because that side's probably a little disappointing more than the rest. So Krispy Kreme donuts, especially the chocolate ones, go through a double glazing process. This is just chocolate on top, nothing on the bottom. So once again, soft, more cakey than the regular one, which is unfortunate because I don't really care for the cakey. And missing that little extra bit of sweetness that I normally really adore in both my chocolate and my chocolate with sprinkle donuts. So again, a letdown. Alright. Now the twist is for a family member, the raspberry is for a family member, and the filled Oreo looking one is for a family member. But let's go with the one that I actually hoped may actually give a little more work and effort for him. This guy, right here. This is referred to as a Golden Knight. Now, Nevada has a sports team called the Golden Knights. So, part of this donut, I believe, is to basically show their support for the team. Me, I'm not really into hockey. Kind of like football. Unless I'm actually playing NFL or like Blitz or... Which, yes, that's a really old title. Or, that kind of stuff. NBA, that kind of actual video games with other people. Sports just really aren't my thing. Not that I don't understand why people love and appreciate them and bet on them and all that other jazz. Just not my cup of tea. Anyways, this is a Golden Knight donut. So it's peanut butter, glazed chocolate with white chocolate chips. Anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and just works because it looks appetizing enough. Let's give it one more bite. First things first. Very dry. Very dry. Sorry about the echo there. But yes, very dry. Very sweet. Tasty. Very hard. Very chewy. And again, cake-based donut. It has the sweetness that I would expect from a Krispy Kreme donut. But way too much mouthwork for a donut, honestly speaking. And white chocolate chips are just... I was hoping the actual regular chocolate glaze piece with that would actually have helped. All it did was dry out your mouth. You taste more of the... It's still in my mouth, white chocolate chip more than anything else. And there's just not enough peanut butter there to make up for the over sweet white chocolate chip bits. When you have a donut with multiple things going on, you want a melody mixture where they all just work. And it doesn't. Makes you thirsty, dries out your mouth, and leaves that stupid, horrible aftertaste of white chocolate in there. It also seems to get stuck around in places you'd rather not be in the mouth. But yeah, so it looks like the Pink Box Donuts trip was unfortunately very, very disappointing. I mean, we paid almost like about $12 for 6 donuts that just really weren't hoopla. Literally, like, hoopla! From SpongeBob or huzzah, or any, no, they're just like somebody took a really crummy donut, smothered it, and told people to eat it. Honestly, I'd have just about the same experience with this donut as a donut from Kroger or King Soopers, which means it's the lowest tier donut that I really, honestly, wouldn't even bother having. By the way, you can buy a whole dozen set of King Soopers donuts for like $5 and get about the same quality that you would get out of this, basically. Yeah, heck, they even add weird stuff on them sometimes. Sometimes you can find ones with Fruit Loops and raisins. No idea why, but they have them. Anyways, we're not sponsored by any of these companies or anything, but when I travel, I like to try out new things, and this just was a disappointment. Not that I really expected it to be too good, though. You have to have some really, really big standards to actually compete with places like Dunkin' or Lamar's or Krispy Kreme, and yeah, this place just it doesn't make that holy contribution. And yes, that is a horrible nutty pun. And yes, that was a second one. Anyways, I'm gonna roll on out. But thank you guys for watching yet another episode. Please remember to like, subscribe, and follow, and hopefully stay tuned for more food. Maybe even some tutorials on how to cook this videos by me. Anyways, JTrain2020 signing off, and I'll catch you guys next episode. Bye-bye.